Okay, good morning, everyone. So today, as usual, Friday is our product knowledge and also related with health. And today is going to be an awesome session. It's most highly consumed product, which is spirulina, and always that people wants to know about the benefit of spirulina. Okay, so as usual, there's two extra languages, English, the main language, then interpreted in Tamil and also Burmese. Please select your respective channel according to your preference and keep the chatbot busy with your questions. All right. Any questions related to spirulina, or it can maybe other questions as well, please put it in the chatbot. 15 minutes before the session ends, approximately 1 hour from now, okay, another 45 minutes, balanced 15 minutes, we will lock the chatbot, right? So after that, the last 15 minutes, we may not, take in questions or entertain because he wants to finish early. All right. Okay. So the two co-hosts, Mr. Nixon and Mr. Sam, will be taking care of the chatbot, Okay, let's go into spirulina without taking much of the time. All right. And everybody wants to know, okay, this is called a superfood, spirulina. Okay. So, and we definitely will have a lot of questions and a lot of conspiracy that people also have heard out there that spirulina, it's not really good, and so many things. Okay, so because these people who get this kind of information, either they don't read or the source of information which is wrong. Okay, the nature's answer to nutritional deficiency and chronic diseases. You see, malnutrition is the biggest problem. Okay, in globally, malnutrition is the biggest problem. And due to malnutrition, there are millions of children and people are dying daily. Okay, so to eradicate this malnutrition, okay, UNESCO, okay, United Nations, has even taken spirulina as the main and the only food, because spirulina is a product, it's a sea algae, okay, it's a blue-green algae, okay, which comes under the category of cyanobacteria, and this is compact with nutrition. Compact, okay, the most compact compared to all the other sorts of food which is available out there. And spirulina existed for millions of years, equivalent to human evolution. Okay, so I'm not going to bring this spirulina into very detail. Well, how much of keratins is there, how much of B's is there, and so many things. All right. I've done this is my third or fourth time doing this on this spirulina. Today I'm going to cut short on many things. I'm going to give you some very important point of spirulina, which is not many people have spoke about this. Okay. Compact nutrition. So compact nutrition means B, yes, B is there. Okay. A, yes, a lot of A's is there. Then comes to C, comes to many, many more nutrition is compact in there. This is why spirulina is called superfood. And the best source of protein also. Okay, so let's go and see what is the best about this spirulina. Okay, whenever we talk about spirulina, okay, one of the best reasons for spirulina is the blood. Okay, it covers, it purifies, it rejuvenates back the blood. That is the best part here. Okay, this is why spirulina is so well known. Okay, among many therapists. Okay, doctors know. And lately, only doctors are discovering about spirulina. Okay, but many nutritionists, like therapists, are recommending spirulina, and spirulina always get a confusion or a similarity with chlorophyll. So if you all have any questions on chlorophyll and spirulina, please put in the chat box. Okay, its nutritional value is extremely high. Okay, you see, spirulina considered a superfood. This is one of the best superfood. Okay. It is considered the best superfood. Okay, and I think in this world, the only food that is been labeled or been like called as superfood is only spirulina. I've never seen any other food which is called a superfood. Okay, who called this is many big organizations, as even NASA. Okay, and also UNESCO, many other international bodies has labeled spirulina as superfood. Okay, it's very high in vitamins. Okay, vitamin, and then minerals, and also is one of the best antioxidant. It's one of the best antioxidant. You see, every single food has this criteria of antioxidant. Even our food that we consume in a daily basis has the criteria of antioxidant. But due to this genetically modified, so all the food which has supposedly be good, such as ginger, onion, garlic, and all these super powerful remedies, or even can consider as an herbs, has lost their strength as their origin. Okay, those days when we peel onion, we can see how hot it is. We can even tear. But nowadays, the ginger is not even spicy, and all the vegetables has lost their strength due to genetic modification. Genetically, they have been modified, GMO. So our food is no longer the origin. Ginger is not a ginger, garlic is not a garlic, and even onions is not an onion. Everything is being mass production, and they has dropped the quality. But this is why the reason that we need a replacement as for the problem. So replacement means it has to come as a food form, not as vitamin form, not as food supplements. Okay, not as vitamins. Even a couple of days, a few groups of people came and approached me, and they asked me, there's a lot of studies shows that, okay, eating vitamins is totally been useless. That is what that group of members was asking me. Doctor, is this true? A lot of people are telling when you're taking vitamins, okay, many different types of vitamins. Is that true? That we are not making the benefit of the vitamins? Technically, in a way, it's true, but not all the vitamins. Vitamins, there are so many different types of vitamins, which can be chemical based, it can be lab compounded vitamins, and also naturally made vitamins. But if it is a chemical structured vitamins, in 100%, it will be out of your body, or either it will be stored as toxin in the system. Our body is super intelligent. It only uses original. Remember that. It only uses original. It doesn't use anything which is chemical based. Immediately the body can trigger, and it knows that this is chemical and this is not natural, this is not food. What to do? Marketing is too strong, and everybody wants to get buy one, free one, and they will go for this. This is where even I explained much on the omega issues and all. All right. So this is about the antioxidant. It's very, very important. And in spirulina, naturally, antioxidant is very, very strong. So in DXN, we always talk about detoxification. One of the main reasons we get sick is due to toxin and malnutrition. If these two problems can be rectified, and definitely we will be able to get more healthier. Okay, you see these two reasons. One is toxin, another one is imbalances. This is the two reasons that we get toxin. Toxin can be divided into two. One is water-based, one is oil-based. Oil-based is very deep in, water-based is very surface toxin. Okay, but this is where it will go up to the bone and even can go up to bone marrow and very deep in, up to the tissue cells, even can alter the DNA structures and so on. That powerful the toxins are. Malnutrition is huge problem. And this is where the largest, even more bigger than AIDS. Okay, malnutrition is the most dangerous, and this is also got to be rectified. So this comes due to these two reasons. Okay, a lot of people are obese due to malnutrition, deficiency of vitamins and minerals. That is the imbalances, and also toxin accumulations. So if these two problems can be handled or can be corrected, and definitely we can stay far away from disease. Okay. And also, it is very high in omega-3. Okay. Omega-3 fatty acid. Okay. It's very high in omega-3. And whereby I explained also, omega-3 is the most deficiency in human system, human body. We are not getting enough omega-3 due to our dietary food doesn't come with omega. Okay, we are getting a lot of omega-6. Okay, you see there's 3, 6, and 9. So 9, 3 and 6 is essential. 9, this will do the 9. 9 can be produced by so many other ways, by 3 and 6. But if you're going to have less of 3, more of 6, then you're not going to get a good 9 either. So this is one of the main reasons for cardiac arrest. Okay, very, very high to have vascular resistance, velocity, and also blood thickening and issues and all. So chronic deficiency. Okay, what are the chronic deficiency that humans are facing now? Iron. Okay, if you were to take any female, our iron ratio should be up to 13. Okay, in measurement. But now common ladies, okay, ladies are having around I would say 7 to maximum I've seen is about 10. This is one of the big reasons for fertility issues. Nowadays, you will see mostly the young generations who get married, they have huge difficulties on conceiving, cannot get pregnant. Why? Iron is the biggest problem. Okay? And also guys are equally low. When the iron is low, every entire tissue related or cell related, everything will start to deteriorate, which is the sperm. Sperm mortality is so poor. Okay? When the sperms is out, half of it can't even swim, and most of it is dead before it can accomplish the task. See, this is due to iron. This is the chronic deficiency. Chronic deficiency. Right? But what are people eating? You see, now humans don't like vegetable. But even you are taking the vegetable, but you're taking something which is called vegetable and is not coming with what is supposed to come with. So it's totally defeats the purpose of taking vegetables, just wasting money. Okay? The vegetables what we have now and what we had 40 years back is a lot of difference. Even lately they did a research. Okay? And they proved one plate of spinach, okay, 40 years back equivalent to 40 plates of a little bowl, bowl of 40 bowls now. Okay, you can say one plate equivalent to 40, and this is year 21, the research, and this is like 40 years back. See the differences. How we may not have deficiency, huge deficiencies. But now as the taste is a priority, we have a lot of choice and making ourselves eating merrily and happier, and then just gobble dib up, and then obese will be another issue. So, and see, when you have all these issues, iron, and then another biggest issue is B12 deficiency. B12 deficiency, all the B group vitamins is extremely low, including biotin. Biotin is the most important in the form of B vitamins in the group. Biotin is one of the most important one. But even that, they have very low issues. This is why even the mothers who give birth to a baby, they cannot breastfeed the kids alone. The lactating is not there. Why? Deficiency issue is so great. Okay, and then also cholesterol. When you have a lot of low deficiency, your cholesterol can even go higher. Why does the cholesterol go high? Due to high inflammation. So this spirulina can rectify can help the system to overcome the entire deficiency related disease. So what are the deficiency related diseases? There are plenty. Okay. So even in the management of malnutrition child, okay, perspective for development, developing countries, JMA, okay, British Medical Journal, they have compounded a research, okay, can spirulina be the answer for treating malnutrition? And if you see in this process, spirulina is known, okay, you see, algae, contain of iron, protein, okay, iron, protein, carbohydrates, vitamin, magnesium, potassium, manganese, okay, and contains small amount of omega, okay, 3, 6, 3, and the ratio is 1/5. You see, 1/5, and this is what we need, omega-3. All right? The single most nutritious food on the planet. Okay? Please mark this. All right? It is a single most nutritional food on the planet. Okay? And the quality of protein in this spirulina is considered excellent, comparable to egg and other sources, essential amino acids. It's a compact food. It is really, really compact. It is a full base food here. All right. And, you can go and Google on this research paper. If you have any interest of knowing this better, go and Google. Not only, this is why DXN has came out with spirulina. Okay. Spirulina was our second product. Our first product was Ganoderma. Ganoderma is a very high antioxidant, and also it has some special ingredients that can reverse the entire human system in terms of many things, and also it's good in eliminating toxins and all. But then we want another product to support what is missing in Ganoderma. That is where the spirulina came into the picture. Spirulina is very high in so many different types of vitamins. A, D, E, K, and everything is also compact there. Okay? And it is not vitamin. Okay? It is not nutritional stuff. It is a food. It is a food. That is why spirulina can be consumed by anyone, before born and even after born. Everyone can consume this. Okay? And the bioavailability of spirulina is so strong. Okay? It makes the body absorb easily absorbed. Okay, and utilized by the body cells. It can be easily utilized. Okay. The whole components. Okay, because this is natural. And the moment you take this spirulina into your system, all your entire cells will be so happy. Why? This is the origin food. And the DNAs and all the cells recognize this very well. Why? It is equivalent of our human, evolution. So human has been more than 2 million years, but that long spirulina has been existed in the world. Okay, spirulina is the only most important source of food those days for the entire animal and also human and all the other source, fish. You see, a lot of people go and buy these omega fatty acids from the fish capsules. Where does the fish cannot manufacture omega? But where does the fish get the omega? From similar group of spirulinas, which grows under the sea, under the water, and they eat this spirulina, all kind of algae, which grows under the sea, under the fresh water or salty water and all. And they collect the omega and kept in the body of the fish, and then we eat the fish and we get transferred the omega into our system. right? So why do you have to go around the bush? So we have the most purest and high quality spirulina in our hand. So forget about the omega stuff. So jump into spirulina, eat as many as you can, and make yourself healthy. The safety, okay? Why spirulina has very bad theories or information out there, which is not good for kidney patients. Definitely, most of you have heard about this. And even some therapists are so fearful to give up, to recommend spirulina for kidney failure patients. You see, in my treatment for past 8 to 9 years, I strongly, the first thing I give for any renal failure patient is spirulina, because it's very, very important. Okay? I've done my studies. I know how important it is. But the info out there, oh no, spirulina is no good. The reason is because it confuse or the clash or have a similarity with chlorophyll. You see, chlorophyll is one part of spirulina. In spirulina, there is chlorophyll in a small amount. In spirulina, there are so many different types of nutrition. And it is not meant from a grass, whereby the chlorophyll out there in the market, it is made of out the grass. This is not. Okay, so there's a lot of difference. So if you take chlorophyll directly, it is very, very dangerous, which can damage the nephron in the kidney, and this is very bad. That is why a lot of doctors, we come across these cases, the incidents in our practice, that people has damaged their kidney after taking chlorophyll. So chlorophyll is green color, and anything greens become bad. You see, this is the theory here. But they don't know spirulina is much more superior than this low-graded chlorophyll. All right, and it's also much cheaper compared to spirulina, and very easy to process and so on. Okay, so that is the reason. Another main issue in safety, okay, the contamination, okay, is very, very important. How they manufacture this contamination, this is what another thing. Due to our ISO standard in DXN, which we are multinational operation, multi-countries, we are operating in many Europe and Australia, and all our products is valuable. So comes to QC, our chemical studies is very, very strict. Okay, so due to this, we are not producing any contaminated product or either chemical products. Don't think that vegetables cannot have chemicals or cannot have any kind of other substance. Okay, toxins, lead, mercury, arsenic, okay, all this into the vegetables or plants. If you are going to plant anything, okay, on the ground which is contaminated, the plants will take what is in the soil and they will be keeping what is in the ground. All right. If you have a fruit tree just right next to a chemical drain, it will definitely extract some of the chemicals which is running in the drain, and then it will accumulate some. You see? So when we consume this, and this is how we get toxified in a longer period of time. And due to this, there's so many genetically modified pesticides being used in our vegetables, and this is one of the reasons. Whereby Spirulina doesn't have that kind of issues because we have very high quality control, and also it stays in very high salty water, around approximately about 5 feet deep pond. Okay, so it is very safe. Anti-cancer. This is one of the best anti-cancer. Okay, I would say it's the best anti-cancer. Okay, so a lot of people are looking for a remedy after you getting the cancer. For those who have not got cancer, you don't have any cancer history, even it runs in the family, don't worry. Start to consume spirulina in a daily basis. Daily. Okay, you need. This is a food. Okay, so this is very important and one of the best anti-cancer. Why it's good for cancer? Because the protein, it purifies the entire body. It purifies the entire system, your cells. It rejuvenates new good cells. So if your body is healthy, how cancer can come in? No way. All right, especially when it comes to carotene group, beta carotenes. Okay, you see, carotene groups is another huge needed, okay, which when very much people are lost when it comes to carotene. Okay, the reason our egg yolk is no more the original egg yolk, the carrots has gone, so many greens are not being consumed. Even you consume, you're not getting what you're supposed to get. So the best answer will be spirulina. Okay, this is the best for cancer. Okay, the best for cancer. Okay, there are a lot of studies also been done. Okay, this is by another medical journal. Okay, and it also is very protective for chemotherapies. After the chemotherapies, okay, improve immune function. Why we have to wait until we get chemo and then come and consume? So when is the best time to take care of your health? When you are young, when you are healthy. That is the best time. So maintaining your health will be much more easier than refixing your condition, correct? So those who are healthy may continue the journey, keep it much better, more quality, more power, more muscles, more strength, more everything. Build from there, make it better. Those who are already damaged, you got no choice. So you have to reverse your condition and pull to become better. Okay. So far, any interpretation all good, right? Something is missing today. Did you all notice? Yes. My tea is missing. So since the spirulina topic is so good, I forgot to pour my tea into my cup. Okay. So let's take a small interval. Okay. Advertisement. Even in this kind of tea, you can just sprinkle your spirulina, mix it. You can even have your tea. Wow. Super. Okay. Now we go to detoxification. Okay. You see, it is the best, I'll say. And also you could say it is a potent blood purifier. Okay. Purifier. It is the best. Okay. Because it has the most earliest and best structure of chlorophyll in this, and hemoglobin rebalancing capacity. Okay. And hemoglobin. Okay, chlorophyll and hemoglobin, this is two different components which is in the spirulina, okay, and which is very friendly to the human system, which is really identical, okay, and the body can use them. Whereby the chlorophyll out in the market, that is just the chlorophyll alone. In one, this is one part, one complete source of food. So this is where the detoxification is been speed up. Okay, it will help the cells to work much better. Okay. And the body can really use them easily and purify them easily. Okay. This is another most very important one. Okay. Okay. You see this part here. Okay. There's two component here which you got to see. Okay. This is the chlorophyll structure. Okay. The chlorophyll with magnesium. Okay. The most two structure of our chlorophyll. This is what comes from the spirulina. Okay. And this is from our blood, hemoglobin. Okay, now a hemoglobin. And their cell structure is exactly the same. Only the center part is different. The hemoglobin structure has iron. The magnesium is on the chlorophyll. You see? This is why when you consume the spirulina, okay, when you consume the spirulina, what happens is it goes into the human system and it floats there. Okay, it floats there. Okay, it goes into the human system and it floats. Okay. Okay, so you see here, this comes with magnesium. The spirulina comes with magnesium. And the hemoglobin comes with iron. When you take more of this stuff, spirulina, it will create this structure more. Okay, this structure will be more in our system. So the body will start to demand for an iron because there are too many magnesium is floating and there is space for iron. Okay, so this is the structure and all this need to be filled up by iron. Okay, so magnesium, okay, there is a chemical reaction which iron will be derived quickly and all will be replaced here. So this is how it can modulate and create the demand for the iron. And with our all the other compact nutrition from the body, from the spirulina, and it can eradicate okay, the malnutrition in terms of iron deficiency. Okay, this is very, very important point. All right. So, and then also, this is the most, you all got to know, okay, the structure of chlorophyll, okay, the biomolecule, structure is the same as, yeah. Okay, it is not replacing. You see, the structure of spirulina, chlorophyll, is the same with the blood hemoglobin. The only difference is this part. Okay. Yeah. So when this goes into more into the system, okay, the body will have more demand for iron. Okay. Yeah. It will start to create a demand. So, like for example, okay, you are hungry. Say you are very hungry and you you have food, but you need to have the demand. You need to get hungry to eat the food. Okay. So that is how it is. So here we create a demand for the iron, so the iron can go in and get absorbed easily. Okay, due to this structure similarity. All right, whereby these things supposed to be replaced by our greens from the plate, which is our vegetables and so on. But currently, our vegetable doesn't comes with anything. The vegetables is only look like vegetable, look like brinjal, look like celery, look like tomato, but it is only like 10-15% tomato. Another 75-80%, God knows what it is. Maybe it may come contents with so much of different kind of chemicals. Even now everything is becoming seedless. Okay, so this is where we are getting all kind of funny new disease in the market. You see, so this is a big confusion happening. But who bothers about all this? Who bothers? Right? When you eat, what you need? You need a lot of food. Then you need very tasty food. When you want to eat, every time must eat. How much to eat? Eat until finish. You know, in Tamil there is a saying, வயிற்றுக்கு உரவஞ்சனம் வைக்கக்கூடாதுன்னு. I need to get the help from my translator to translate back in English. கரெக்டாக சொன்னேன்னு தெரியல. I don't know why, is this correct? Madam, uh, you வயிற்றுக்கு வஞ்சனம். That means you cannot betray your stomach. But actually we are killing the stomach, tearing it, and literally we are, after a couple of years, we are burying ourselves in the ground. Yes, that's what we are doing. Okay. So what the nature has to do for us, due to a lot of technology and business and, so many things that has gone too far away from us. Okay. Then comes to allergic. Okay. So this is one of the best for allergic. Why it is so good for allergic? Because it has the histamine production. Okay, it helps to reduce. In fact, it helps to reduce. Okay, reduce the production of histamine. Okay, histamine is one kind of hormone. okay, which can cause more allergy. That's why when you go to the clinic, we give you antihistamine, such as loratadine, Piriton, Actified, and so many things we give. Okay, so what we are prescribing as an antihistamine medication, which stop the allergic rhinitis and so on. So this spirulina, okay, the compact of vitamins B, carotenes and all will reduce the production of histamines. Okay, so a lot of people, they have their body. This is due to imbalances, which I earlier told you two issues. One is the toxin, another one is imbalances. So this comes under the imbalance category, the imbalances. So when you have very unpredicted or like a short circuit kind of environment where the body has lost control and is producing too much of other things which are not supposed to, and this is the issue where spirulina has a very high allergy reliever. Okay, so antihistamines. So for those who have eczema, skin related issue, anything to do with sinus, okay, sneezing, early morning sneezing. Okay, you get up in the morning, you sneeze a lot, especially the kids now. Why? Because our human system is 90%, we are 90% bacteria. We are only 10% human. Remember this. Okay? So who governs your body? The bacteria and the viruses. Okay? They are the one who controls and manage the entire process in the system. But people's belief is different. And that's where the nature also comes in to govern the system, the body. But people think the little, compact chemical compounded vitamins over the shelf can give you a very big relief. That is what you think. Actually, it doesn't. If you take ascorbic acid, vitamin C, you pop in, you take your urine after about 2 to 3 hours to 4 hours, and your urine will be full of vitamin C. You can do these studies on your own and you see. Why? Vitamin C is water soluble, and ascorbic acid is only one part of vitamin, and that also is not naturally made, it is chemical compounded. We human can only do one component out of 7 from the vitamin C. There are 7 different types of vitamins C, which all the 7 together then become one vitamin C. But we only can produce one, which is ascorbic acid. That is the most cheapest one, which is chemically made. The rest, the mother nature has to do it from the soil, from the fruits, from the veggies and all. Even now, veggie doesn't have that. The fruits doesn't come with vitamin C either. It comes with a lot of glucose, a lot of sweet. Why people, if the fruits are sour, nobody wants to eat them. Nobody wants to buy. So you have to produce more sweet fruits. Fruits means must be sweet. And this is the theory now. Okay. So that's where in one dosage, you can cover your entire requirement of the body. Okay. So it is the best for guts. As I told you, 90% is bacteria. Okay. And this is all in the gut. Okay. And that is the best. Okay. For the gut. So whereby spirulina feeds or enhance or give awakening call to the intestine cells, which is your small intestine, your large intestine, in your stomachs and all. That is the entry point. The guts is almost 28 feet long. 28 feet long. Awesome, right? From the head of a human up, then it goes twist, comes down. From here to here is 28 feet. Okay? You see. So you need to feed the cells, the bacteria's food. Their food is fiber, but there are a lot of good things which the bacteria need, and they can produce a very, very healthy gut. Okay? Muscle strength and endurance. Okay? Spirulina is the best protein. The most friendliest source of protein that you can give, which is better than egg. Okay, better than egg. I mean, okay, so he can synthesize and reduce, and increase the endurance of your muscle. Right, that is why by exercise. Endurance is like strength, power. Okay, endurance. So you see, when you want to go for sports, okay, take spirulina before going. So sports means, that's why I always tell people, sports is something that you need as a secondary. It's not so important. Okay, why? I take 80 spirulina per day, 80 to 100 tablet. Okay. This is my dosage. I'm not recommending anybody to do this dosage. Why I do this dosage? Because every day, okay, I am causing damage to my system. I'm damaging my body due to my weightlifting, my workouts or bodybuilding. Okay, so I am focusing on muscle growth. Okay, how does a muscle grow? You have to break it, you rebuild it. You break it, you rebuild it. This is growth. This is a fundamental, the universal law of a growth. You want to grow, you have to break. You want to grow, you have to fall down. You have to cry. You have to suffer. You have to feel the pain, joy the pain. Then it will be happy. Okay? All right? So this is the universal law. So the same here, I growing my muscles. So what my muscle need? It needs food. What food? Protein. It needs protein. So that is the reason I takes 80 to 100. So one bottle of spirulina powder, 1 week I need at least 2.5 to 3 bottles 1 week. Okay, sometimes even can go up to 4. Okay, at month when I buy 10 bottles also not enough. I have to buy 1 or 2 extra. Sometimes even you feel like taking it, you take it night before go to bed. All right, so that is the muscle food. So anybody wants to, okay, say for an example, okay, you have a dog at home, okay, and you have this dog at home, which is a poodle, a little fella. How much money do you spend for the food for the poodle? Other miniature poodle, they have the miniature version. You may spend, yes. It's a poodle, not dog. It's a dog breed called poodle. The குட்டி நாய் நல்லா முடி வச்சிருக்கும் அழகா இருக்கும். Okay, any small dog, okay, don't need to put poodle. Okay, people may not know the breed. So little puppy, small little cute puppy, they don't grow big. Okay, they're very small miniature dogs. How much money do you spend? Not much. Okay, on the food, not much. They eat very little. Okay, suddenly you change your mind, you want to have a Rottweiler. Rottweiler has two types. One is the original breed with good fat big bone Rottweiler, you know, aggressive ones. How much you need to spend for the first food? Because it's okay. Okay, I've given the wrong, given the wrong examples. Okay, this is Rottweiler. Okay, change group, please. Yeah. Yeah, this is a big one. Okay, they are even more bigger than this, dogs, this is Rottweiler. The poodle is this one. See how cute it is. Like that. You may not spend much for the food, but you might spend much for the saloon. It's algae. It's a Manmada Rasala. It's a beauty queen, you see. This one haircut may cost you a few hundred, So this is Rottweiler and this is Poodle. You see, why I'm showing you this is, okay, we are spending on the muscle. The protein requirement is different for a Rottweiler. So need a lot of meat, protein-based stuff, strong. So this is why, okay, the building, the requirement is different from every individual. Don't think that, why doctor is eating 80, maybe he's showing off. Some people even told me this. Why you have to tell you eat 180? Are you trying to, no, this is for me, I need it. Those who are not doing anything, normal sedentary walking, normal, you might take around 20 to 30. Will be good. It's up to you. Okay. But it is always not a waste, because our biggest muscle in our body is the leg muscle, then the back muscle, then comes the chest muscle. So the walking is the most important factor, fundamental. For those, the Myanmar group and the Indian groups and all over the groups you are here, please walk. Only 1 day, 2 days you all walk, I know. After that, all stop walking already. Who is not walking, go and walk. Eat the spirulina, walk. If you don't even walk, 10,000 is okay. At least walk 5,000. So once you already start to walk 5,000, your body will ask for 6,000. And when you hit the 6,000, then you will hit for 7,000, 8,000, 10,000. Because your body is so awesome, You see? So what is the best food? Spirulina. You have it with you. The best and high quality sauce. Okay? So go for it. All right. So it gives you super energy, endurance. All right. That what you need a lot of spirulina for endurance. Okay. Muscle strength. Okay. And also, I would like to touch here a little bit. Okay. You see, the erectile dysfunction issues. Okay. Now we the erectile dysfunction is the biggest problem. Okay, we call it as ED. Okay, because it is made of muscle. Okay, human penis is made of muscle. It's a pure muscle. What does it need? Circulation, blood flow. What does the blood need? Okay, blood needs iron and minerals and all this. So this is the basic food for the leg. You need a good leg, you need a strong leg, you need a good muscle. The muscle needs food. And what do you feed your muscle? Papadum, biscuit, the Ampatsigi biscuit, the 4 square biscuits, spaghetti, macaroni, pasta. And how can your muscle really grow well with this? It needs protein, good source of protein. Okay, so when do people get old? Why do people get old very fast? Because you stop the manufacturing of muscle, the reproduction of muscle growth, you stop. Why? Because you believe that you are old, you cannot do exercise, you cannot walk, and so much of condition has been added there. So eventually, when you have a weak muscle, the entire movement will start to get weaker. Those who don't want to get older, build your muscle when you are young. When life has to be awesome, wow, you got to be awesome when you're 70. Remember, 70, you should be like 25. That's the power. And one more single tips. At 70, you should be earning at least 100,000 per month without fail. Then you are definitely 25. Okay. Brain health. This is another one. Okay. Neurodegenerative disease. Okay. Alzheimer, Parkinson. All right. This is also will be rectified. And also Parkinson. This is best. Okay. For brain health, the protein and a lot of ions and all that will really gives you. And as I said, the safety, another thing which I like to touch here on the safety, always be careful of contamination products. Back in so many other countries, especially like China, they have a lot of contaminated with these unbranded spirulinas, which you can buy like, 10,000 pieces for a couple of hundred ringgits. Okay, a couple of hundreds, such as last time I've seen this, that's why I'm telling you. There are members who bought this 15,000 tablets for what, 300 ringgit, I think. God knows it's made of what, but it looks a bit green, but not so dark green, light green. So this is how it is. Okay, now come to DXN. Okay, why DXN food, it is so good? One main reason is the safety, the quality. Okay. Okay. The reason here is, I would say, it is a global company, international. Okay. We are 30 years old. We are the largest spirulina manufacturer in the world, for your information. We are the largest, okay? And we are producing spirulina in almost about 10 over countries, not mistaken, okay? And we have the ISO standard. We are an international organic farm. When we are also the largest Ayurvedic manufacturer in the world, okay? There's so many. Okay, end of the day, our great Dr. Lim Seojin, he always said, all this is not important. And don't need to go and claim we are the big, we are big. Okay, he'll say, just say one thing. We are the guru for everyone. Okay, we are the guru. All right. We are the guru for the entire health range product. Okay, we modulate very easy. Food is our medicine. Okay, and food is what we are having now is all food-based. So what are the dosage? They always have this confusion. What are the dosage they can take? Okay, so the dosage where I'm recommending is there is no fixed dosage, but even in the bottle, it is only stated 4 tablets, 2 tablets, whatever. But that dosage is for packaging purpose, government regulatory purpose. But that is not the permanent kind of stuff. It is not drug, you don't have to fix with the dosage, just no dosage. Okay. Now, if you ask me rice, there's a dosage, right? If you have a fried rice, what is the dosage? Then koli curry, chicken curry, chicken paratal, what is the dosage, right? So those days, they also have a dosage. One family got 4 people, they only cut 1 chicken. Now 4 people, you cut 4 chicken, also not enough. So why does the dosage differs? Because consumption increase. So good things you can eat a lot. There's no fixed dosage. And they also ask question whether to eat it after food or before food. Okay, the answer for this is you eat food after food or before food. So you eat as when you like. Okay. They also always ask this another common questions. Can we eat and sleep? Okay. I'm trying to relate with something else. So I'm not going to give Rottweiler and Poodle now. Okay. Eating and sleeping is bad. Okay, you should eat when you are energetically moving. Okay, so that, so it's always good to eat before, at least have a 4 hours gap, before the body is moving. That will be much maximize the efficacy of your digestion. So normally I take my spirulina, the night dose. Sometimes I feel like taking, and I take it around 7 or 8 o'clock. Okay, but morning is the best time for me before my gym, which is around 7:30 or 7. That's the time. All right, so let's thank you for the humble hearing, and let's go into the Q&A session. Yeah. Any questions?
Yes, doctor, there's a few questions.
Okay.
Okay, let me get one by one. Okay, this is from Brother Warren Wick. He's asking about, is it the wheatgrass chlorophyll or spirulina? How can I tell the difference, doctor? And what is the main difference? And also he asking another question that spirulina is better taken in powder or capsule or the pills?
Okay. All right. How you can know the difference is, but there's no, basically avoid chlorophyll. That's what I'll suggest. Chlorophyll always comes in a liquid form. And now they have powder form also. I don't know how it works, but it has been like liquid form very commonly. And they have to dilute, okay, 1 part to how many parts, so 1 ml to about, 1 liter or something like that. The dilution is very big, huge. Okay, but you cannot take concentrated. Even couple of months, I think last month, I got one patient, she drank a lot of chlorophyll. Okay, and she, damaged her kidney very badly. Okay, the best part is she's a type 1 diabetic, and she damaged her kidney. She went to the hospital. She never tell them that this is what she did. So the ruling out is not correct. So she got into a lot of big problems. Okay, so never do that. So chlorophyll generally is very damaged. prone stuff. But what I would say is, don't look for so much of comparison. Don't do a lot of research. A lot of people have done their research and done, yes, proven. So just, Warren, jump into spirulina and consume them. Okay. Which one to take better, powder, tablets, or capsules? Okay. The reason why we have these three form of spirulina, they are the groups of people. Okay, taste priority. Some love powder, like me, the therapist, the health related. Some they love powder because we can put it into anything you want. You can put it into your coffee. You can put it into jelly, ice creams, yogurts, and all. You can throw in anything. You can just mix it. Okay, and it tastes good. For some members, some groups, this tastes horrible for them. They said it's so, fishy smell and blood smell. It looks too green, and there's this kind of complaint. So for them, we have tablets, and then they also have capsules. There's come very weird old people, very weird. Okay, they cannot see anything green. They cannot have a single smell of green. Okay, they go for capsule mostly. Okay, they prefer to take capsule. Why? There's no smell, nothing. So it's easy for them to swallow and very clean. It doesn't dirty their shaker, doesn't dirty their utensils, and maybe that way. So this is your personal preference. Okay. But I will suggest go for powder. Powder is superb.
Okay.
The grown-up boys, like us, we should go for powder.
Yes. That's true, doctor. Okay,
Yes.
the next question from Mao Xian. I think this one I need Madam Cho to translate. From Mao Xian.
Wow,
Sounds
awesome.
like
Thank you.
it's a testimonial.
Yeah.
Testimonial. It's a bit testimonial.
Yeah.
Yeah, correct.
Okay, there is no question. Actually, this is a testimony. The member is taking 500 spirulina. I'm not sure whether 500 or so, but he's taking quite a lot of spirulina for his kidney problem. He has a kidney problem. So he's taking spirulina, and he's supporting my statement, claiming that for spirulina is good for kidney patients. Okay,
Yes.
it is not a harmful factor. All right. Thank you. Thank you so much for the testimony.
Okay, Madam Cho, there's a few small lines. I'm not sure the one is a question or remarks, which in a Burmese from Madam Mia Tan Te and some other people. They write a small words. I could. Oh,
Okay, she can take about like 20 tablets or per day for this kind of. The question is for skin allergic. Okay, especially in the evening, the skin allergic is getting worse. And how many spirulina should she take? Okay, there is no fixed rules how many spirulina she can take. Okay, it's difficult for me to tell exactly how many she needs. Her body, every individual are different. So ask her to try it out on her own. Go for 10, go for 15, go for 20, 30 and all. So which is the best suited for her, and then she can stop from there. At times she can take more, at times she can take lesser.
Yeah.
Okay. What I always tell my patients is, my members, when you have money, take more. When your budget is little tight, take lesser.
Yeah.
But when you have money, you may go and eat in a very nice restaurant, big restaurant. So the days you don't have money, you may just cook in the house. Okay. But you never stop eating, right? You never say, no, this end of the month, I got no money. Okay, 5 days, no food. No, you're not going to do that. 5 days, you'll be still eating, but you'll eat simple food. Same. So don't stop the spirulina. May reduce the quantity, and later you may go back to your regular quantity. No harm. This is food. Okay. So you can play with the dosage as per how you like it. So keep, and end of the day, you just need to feed your body a good nutrition. That's the most important.
Okay, doctor. There's one more question. And this question I already answered in the chat box because I already know the answer question. So I jump to another question. It will be from Tura Mio Zhao. Madam Cho. Oh, yes. Okay.
Early in the evening, I went
You answered the
outside.
question?
Okay. Yes.
You answered the question. Okay. All right.
Answered, yeah.
All right. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Having a ED. Yeah, he's having a ED. I think his friend is having ED. Yeah. Asking for, I think what dosage is it? I think spirulina. Asking for spirulina what?
You see, the question is one of the friends has the ED, erectile dysfunction problem. And now this erectile dysfunction, maybe I will do one session only for this erectile dysfunction issues, because erectile dysfunction issue is one of the major, biggest problem now among male people. Okay, male erectile dysfunction. The reason is toxin and imbalances of nutrition and all. So a lot of things has come in. So we have potency. You see, we have potency, but for chronic erectile dysfunction issues, potency alone may not help. Okay. You see, the body is very unique and very special. So you may not just want to correct one single thing just by in an easy way. No, you may not get it. Okay. That is why, we have running a program called Diversity, and we encourage people to do a lot of walking. So those members who happily walked for past 6 months, I guarantee, if say, I don't know how many had erectile dysfunction problem, no, we never asked that question, but if you were to have it, and definitely after walking for 6 months, that problem will be rectified. You will have a very good health body, because when you start to walk, when you start to eat correctly, when you start to sleep, then you put in the good nutrition, you are purifying your body. You purify the entire system, okay, internally. Okay, and your mind also will start to change, and everything will start to change. You have a very tranquil life, very three-dimensional life. Okay, you'll come into one dot. Okay, that's our ultimate aim. We have to bring our mind, body, soul to one point. You see, that is the ultimate aim of a human. Okay, you need to have a tranquil life. But now you are one place, your mind is in another place. You know, everything has been scattered with a lot of bad energy, a lot of bad food. Everything doesn't really sit in one place. So when you start to purify your body by these methods, and also we have another powerful tool is Sunya therapy. You can integrate that with this. Okay, the breathing techniques, the mind stability, mind calmness, and all. Okay, but the most important thing is the food, and that also the DXN is providing you the food. But there, so all these will come to one point. Okay, one dimension. Okay, that's why we call it a triangle. So for the erectile dysfunction, remember, by just giving spirulina alone, it may help or it may not help. Then you cannot put the blame and say, yeah, I took spirulina, it's not working. Because you're not allowing the spirulina to work. You see? That is very important. So how are you going to allow the spirulina to work? I'm again and again repeating, walking is very important. Start to walk. Start to move. If you're not going to move, nothing will happen. Nothing. Okay, don't dream on. All right? This is very important. Just walk with your own space. How fast I must walk? How this, how that? Shall I climb a mountain or what? Just simply walk. That's all. Where you want to walk is up to you. Walk inside a house can. You want to walk, on the mountain can. Suddenly you have a helicopter. You want to go to Himalaya and walk. Also fine. No problem. If you think you cannot go to Himalaya, you want to walk around your house, the chicken farm, the cows, no problem. Just walk. Okay. Don't make things more confused and complicated. Most of my team don't even have a space. They walk in the house. Parimalam walk at the top of a house in just a small area. She walks. They all do 10,000 steps. You need to set the mind. Yeah. Some people say today raining, I cannot walk. Tomorrow sunlight, I cannot walk. Day after tomorrow, wind, I cannot walk. Then snow, I cannot walk. If you don't want to walk everything will become an irritant, right? The walking, very, very important. Please do it. All right. Next question, sir.
Okay, I think this is the final question, Doctor. From Mr. Sundar Vedivelu, asking that one of his friend is asking how spirulina can be kept for a period of time without adding anything during the packaging. Can Doctor explain?
Okay. Actually, what method we are using is we are doing drying method. Okay. See, when you dry the food, you can keep it for very long. You don't need any special preservative or, things like that. So what we do is every 14 days to 18 days around there, they harvest the spirulina from the farm. Then they will, filter the big ones. The small ones will go back to the pond again. Then they will dehydrate, go to the dehydration. So the dehydration is a very slow temperature, not very hot temperature, very, very small, slow temperature, they will dehydrate back. So once the spirulina is dehydrated, so you take out all the water and left only the spirulina, then they will go through a nano grinding method. Then they will fit to be eating. Okay. You see, this dehydrating method is so powerful. Okay, since I'm touching on the dehydration, y'all can buy the food dehydrator also at home. Okay, it's very good. So it's about not much. I think Malaysia money is about like 60, 70 ringgit. You can buy one food hydrator. Okay, 2 to 3 stacks. So you can slice all the whatever things you want including meat. You can dehydrate them. But each time the dehydration will take about 40 hours to 48 hours. Okay, very small temperature. Even chicken, beef, or whatever you put, okay, it will dehydrate for 2 to 3 days. Then you can just put them into a Tupperware and close it. So if you have the anti-moisture packet, you can just put 1 or 2 inside to keep it moisture. The water is the culprit. Okay, so all the nutrition will be remain there. Those days, how we do pickles, we just dehydrate in the roadside to the sunlight. Vattal, pickles, and all these things. What was the most, how they store meat those days? They put salt, they hang the meat. Then the meat will just dry. That's it, they store it. And store it for years, months. When you want, then you put it into the water, and then it becomes soft, then you can recook back. So drying is the best method to preserve food. Okay, so you also can do a lot of magics with this dehydration. The tulsi is a lot of herbs, leaves, you can rehydrate them. And then you can just put 1 or 2 pieces into your tea, mix with our oolong tea, you can just put like that. Simple. This dehydration is been sold in online very cheap. Okay, everybody should have one. So this is how I know our spirulina has been preserved. Okay, and most of our food is been preserved like this without chemicals. We don't use chemicals. If we need to use that, we will never come out with that kind of product. Okay, the same thing goes to Ganoderma. Okay, Ganoderma goes to the same method. Okay, and then it's a process of in the big vertical blender is a hammering techniques, and then they suck in the air, which is the nano, the very, very light powders, that's how we take it. The dehydration method's been used. Okay, and some products we use fermentation. So we use sugar. Sugar, once you ferment it for more than 10 months, that will become nutrition. So the microbes start to grow in the sugar. That will become a good food for the bacteria. Okay, so this is how most of our techniques in spiral in DXN is been used. Right. Okay, sir.
Okay, sir. Then there's no more questions, doctor. I think Madam Cho, you have any question over there? Madam Parimalam? Okay. Okay. That's it. I think there's no more questions. So, doctor, you can wrap up.
Okay, we will do the closing. All right. So, yeah. Okay. Okay. All right. So we come to the conclusion. The conclusion is spirulina is a superfood. Okay. So integrate that into your diet to enhance the imbalances in your daily life. We are practically having a huge imbalance in our life when it comes to malnutrition. Literally, every bite you are taking from the food that you believe so called is good, that is killing us, such as vegetables, fruits, and so on. Okay, many things, which is all hidden, genetically modified for profit and made into tastier. So spirulina is a very simplified food. So integrate that into your life and into your children, give to them. That is the best food for them. Okay. Any dosage a child can take. There's no fixed dosage. Even a born child can take. A 1-day-old born child can take. That's safe it is. Every one of us, the senior members, we are giving this to our family members and our kids and all. All right. So thank you so much for the humble hearing. And I'd like to thank the beautiful 2 souls of doing the translation. Okay, Madam Parimalam Tamil, Miss Cho for Myanmar language, and also 2 wonderful gentlemen, and the co-host, Mr. Nixon, the sexy man, and most youngest transformation done by Mr. Sam. Okay, and all these people are walking 20,000 steps per day. Just imagine 20,000 steps. Awesome, right? And you should see their transformation. Rocking. So every one of you can do that, and let's rock together with DXN. And thank you so much. And we'll see you all in the next episode.